I've been in the commercial vehicle refinishing and painting industry now for 40 years. 30 of those years self-employed. I've always wanted my own business. Didn't know what to do when I left school. Came up with very little academic qualifications. From seeing the guy sign writing in Scarborough, I always thought, fancy that. There wasn't any particular course with sign writing on it. So the only way I could do that was going on a painting and decorating course, until I found a job working for a company called Anderson Signs. And they were traditional sign writers, but they also did vehicle painting and the coach painting. I think I must have been one of the last apprentices in the Burton-on-Trent area to do the traditional sign writing. I worked with Andersons for 10 to 12 years. I came to the current premises to do a sign writing job for a guy that was parking his caravan down here. And I thought, right, there's a unit, I'm going to have a go. So it went from there, really. No, it was always a risk. You know, you make a lot of sacrifices along the way. You know, you perhaps don't see much of your children as you'd like to. But it's got us to the stage that we are now. It's the time, you know, trying to produce and keep customers happy, but trying to get some quality of life out of it as well, which has been, I think, one of the hardest parts. It's a bit of a fallacy when people say you can have time off when you want and this, that and the other, but when you've got a business to organise and set up, it's not as easy as a lot of people think that aren't in business. You know, through the recession, you know, we struggled as a company to keep everybody in a job, which we did, and we came out of it the other end. The other side of that is that you've got skilled staff and you can't lose them, you know, so you struggle along at the expense of the business to keep them in a job and keep them in a lifestyle that they're used to. As a company, we're trying to encourage youngsters into the trade and, you know, pass on my knowledge and the other people's knowledge to them. So at the end of the day, the industry has got the younger people to keep the industry going. The advice I'd give to somebody that was going to set up in their business, they've got to be confident in what they do. They've got to be confident that they're good at what they do, and build up slowly and take it one step at a time. You can't go out there with your first week's check and buy a Jaguar. The product that you produce is your best advert. If you can produce a nice product, as long as the customer's happy with it, you'd like to think they'd come back to you at the end of the day, you know.